So, good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's actually probably morning for some of you guys. But good afternoon to everybody. It is 1:45 in Spain right now. Glorious sunshine over sunny Andalusia. 10 games coming on strong. And yeah, man, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. And another big game tonight I'll be covering on a watch along. So make sure you come and check that out. I'll be doing the Aston Villa game tonight against Manchester United. So we will get involved in that one tonight. Also, big up all the members who came on the stream last night as well. Appreciate that. I will be doing another stream tonight. It'll be a level 2 members stream tonight. So if you're on level 2 or level 3, make sure you come and check that out tonight. It won't be an hour long one tonight. It'll only be a little half-hour one. But yeah, make sure you come and check that out tonight. So if you're on a level 2 or a level 3 members stream, make sure you come and check that out. And yeah, man, it's really good right now. And thanks to all the new subscribers recently. I do appreciate all the love. It's mad love on the videos right now. So loads of views, loads of subs, and most importantly, quite a lot of positivity because we've been winning games. So there you go. But we are going to speak about Alexandre Lacazette. Big up everybody who is on HOTMIC as well. I see you, Connor, and Arjun as well. Everybody else. I'll come back to some comments in a minute, but just want to get into talking about this guy real quick. Obviously, as we know, he's had a pretty poor season by all accounts, and a lot of people are on his case, including me. Apparently, you're not allowed to have a go at Lacazette, but I demand better from a striker who's missing sitters at the moment. I mean, I know he scored the other day. It was a great goal against Wolves, but he's got to bury the chances he had in that Leicester game, which come back to sting us in the backside in the end because we obviously didn't win the game. But I mean, this season his stats are not great reading, and there's a lot of talk about Lacazette leaving this summer. Now he is one player that we can actually get a decent sized transfer fee for. He's a player that would probably cost around 40 odd million quid, which is not far off of what we bought him for. He's still got 2 years. Well, he's just gone under 2 years of his contract a couple of weeks ago, or a week and a half ago. He went into the last 2 years, and I'll take you all the way back to when Don Raoul, Fraud Raoul, whatever you want to call Raoul, sat there and said anybody who goes into the last 2 years of their contract, we'll be making them an offer if we want to, and if they reject it, they're gone. If we don't make them an offer, then listen, we ain't letting people run their contracts down. That's kind of come back to bite him, because we've got about 8 players that are going into or in the last year of their contract right now. Lacazette is obviously one that's in the last 2 years, and he's linked the last couple of days. And I see this story about 2 days ago that Juventus are in for him. It's now gone further than that, and all Italian media outlets are reporting that he's actually in talks with Juventus. Now, Juventus want Milik, but they also want Lacazette as well. And it's maybe not a case of either or. I think they probably want both. The report I read a minute ago before I come on here said that they're interested in signing both of them up. Obviously, Ronaldo's Ronaldo. He's going to bang your goals for fun, but they want a little bit extra as well. Lacazette, would he do well in Italy? I think he probably would. I think he'd do well in Spain. Another team that's linked to him is Atletico Madrid, Inter Milan as well. So there is a few teams that are said to be linked to him. Now, 2 days ago, the story I see was that Juventus are trying to offer a swap plus a bit of cash. Will give us Ronaldo. A 35-year-old Ronaldo would be relentless still. But out of their team, how many players would you take? Would you take Ramsey as a swap? I see a lot of people discussing that the other day online. But listen, all jokes aside, I think that this is a player we should sell. I've said this for a number of months now. It's a player, like I said, we can get a decent sized transfer fee for. We've got Martinelli. If you want to keep Eddie Nketiah, keep Eddie Nketiah. Then you've got Aubameyang, if you can sign him up. So then you've got 3 strikers. Pepe can play as a striker. Not that I'd want him as a striker, but I do think Martinelli and Aubameyang is more than capable. And I think Martinelli is still our second top goal scorer this season, despite not playing for weeks and weeks and weeks. And I think going forward, I want to see Martinelli up front. I also want to see Aubameyang up front, which is why Lacazette for me is surplus to requirements. Get that money, invest that into an area of the pitch like midfield, like defence, where we need to improve massively. I think the strike force that we've got with Saka, with Pepe, Martinelli, Aubameyang, I think that lot as a 4, Reece Nelson in reserve, I think that's more than capable of scoring goals. We just now need to find a system with proper players behind them to utilise them properly and to make sure that they are scoring goals and are getting a lot of chances. We've also got Balogun as well. We could possibly throw him into the first team squads, get him some game time. That kid's ripping it up in the under-23s. I think he scored like 50-odd goals in 70 games or something stupid. Obviously, it's a massive step up to the first team. But if it's good for Eddie Nketiah, then surely Balogun deserves a shot as well. So, you know, I'm open to him going. Yeah, I'd actually be happy if he left. Real talk, I'd be happy if he left this summer. Like I said, the money we'd get for him, I think that'd buy us a decent centre-half, or it'd buy us a decent central midfielder. Maybe a creative one, maybe Dani Ceballos. Maybe the money could go towards getting him. I don't know. I'm still not convinced by Ceballos. I think he's a little bit too inconsistent for my liking, but he has played well recently. So you can only go off of the last few games, I suppose, with a player that's on loan. But yeah, I'm open to Lacazette going. And listen, there is a few players that Juve we could potentially swap him for. I see some of you guys saying Rabiot, Dybala, Ramsey, Ronaldo, Douglas Costa. Douglas Costa, not for me. Dybala, I like Dybala as a footballer. I think he's a good footballer. I think he'd get eaten alive in the Premier League. Rabiot, I've never really rated. Ramsey, I never really rated that highly. I do think he was a good player, but Premier League career at Arsenal, meh. That's about all I can say for that one. FA Cup, fantastic, but Premier League, not for me. But yeah, let me see what you guys think on this. Do smash the likes through the roof if you haven't already. And like I said, it's not only Juventus that are linked to him, but apparently he is in talks with Juventus. And Inter Milan, they need a new striker. They want another striker. They're shopping for a striker. And Atletico Madrid is probably the place where I think he should probably go, because not only did he want to go there in the first place, and it was because they got transfer banned at the 11th hour that he came to Arsenal, but we could dangle that little Lacazette carrot and say, hello, yeah, you can have Lacazette. We want Thomas Partey. Maybe we could do a deal there. They cost there or thereabouts the same sort of fee. I think that would be something that we should be looking at. And if I was Arsenal, that is exactly what I'd be looking at. I don't think he's going to be going into Juventus and starting week in, week out. I think that if he played for Atletico Madrid, I know they've signed Morata, but I think he'd get more game time at Atletico Madrid. At Inter Milan, they've obviously got Lukaku up front, who's been banging goals for fun since he's been there. So I don't know. I do think that he is going to go, and I do think that we're going to get a decent fee for him. One more person I want to speak about real quick. I don't know if I've got his picture up here. I'm not too sure. I haven't. But that is Guendouzi. Now, Guendouzi, there's a lot of talk about this guy. And it's funny how the media can suddenly just pounce on you like vultures. Yeah, because this guy, when he came in, was a breath of fresh air to our midfield, in my opinion. I was at the first game, Unai Emery's first game against Man City. He started him. I was at Chelsea away, the first away game under Emery. He started him. He played week in, week out, week in, week out. And he was all right. He was decent. I was like, hey, we've got a proper player here. But then the longer it's gone on with Guendouzi, I feel like Unai Emery kind of mismanaged him a little bit because he overplayed him. And I was saying this at the time. Like, I think by the time Unai Emery had gone, I think he'd played about 70 times for Arsenal, Guendouzi. Yeah, that is a lot of games for a youngster in a new league when it's a big, big step up from French second-tier football. And I think that he overplayed him. Since then, obviously, Arteta's come in. And Guendouzi had a bust up in the Dubai training camp. I thought it was with Maitland-Niles. Reports going around in the last couple of days or so suggest it was Socrates. Apparently, David Luiz has said to Guendouzi, you need to be a bit more professional. And he's been training on his own. But it's funny how as soon as a series of events unfold, the media just find anything. Yeah, they'll find anything. So now they're digging up stories of his time in France where he was causing dressing room ag and stuff like that. And it's like, was he doing that? Or is it just somebody jumping on a bandwagon? I don't know. Listen, I weren't in the dressing room. I don't know what's happened. He's a proper decent footballer, in my opinion. Yes, he's got a lot to learn. Yes, he doesn't track back properly. Yes, he falls over every time he gets touched. For me, that's sometimes kind of clever play because he buys free kicks in tight situations. But other times, I look at it and I just think you need to bulk up a bit, mate, because if you want to make it at Arsenal in the Premier League, then you need to toughen up. I like his attitude to a certain degree. I think, like I said, I've said many times on watchalongs and stuff like that, he never hides. Yeah, that's why I liked Ramsey in that respect, because even though they're playing crap, they both always want the ball. Even if Arsenal are playing crap, they're having a crap game. Just give me the ball. Let me try again. Let me try again. They never hide. We've got a lot of players in this team that hide. And listen, if he goes, I ain't going to lose any sleep or cry over it. The reports going around suggest 36 million quid to Barcelona. Whether we see that happen or not, I don't know. But I wouldn't cry if we sold him for 36 million. We bought him for 8. But I do think that if Arteta is this great man manager, this great coach, then maybe we should keep him and maybe sit him down, say to him, listen, you're at a big football club, a massive global fan base. There's a lot of expectations on you. It's a volatile fan base at times because of how it's gone in the last decade or so. But at the same time, maybe Arteta don't want to get a tune out of him. Maybe he's not in his plans. Maybe he doesn't want to bother with him. Maybe he thinks he's already tried and that he don't want to do any more with him. If it was me, I'd potentially sell him, but I'd stick something in there that says we get first refusal on the next sale. So if, let's say, he goes to Barca, they then get rid of him after 2 years. We get first refusal, similar to Cesc. Maybe have something in there as well that says we get 10% of the sell-on fee or something like that. Because listen, there is a player in there somewhere. I do think he's a quality footballer. I like the way he glides across the pitch. I like the passing, yeah, and the fact he never hides, like I said. But he has got a proper attitude problem by the looks of it. Running around against Brighton, giving it to Malpai, saying we're shit and I'm still getting paid 40 grand a week, which is more than you'll ever see in a week. That's muggy. Yeah, that's up your own backside. That's saying, yeah, we know we're crap, but look at us, mate. We're minted. Yeah, that's wrong, man. That's wrong. But on the flip side of that, I do like the fact he's trying to wind other players up. The only problem is it come back to bite us. The geezer he was winding up scored the winner. Since then, he's then been training alone. I think he's refusing, from what I've seen, to apologise for his actions and stuff like that. Listen, I don't know, man. You can only go on what you read and then form your own opinion on it. Whether all of that is true, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. The one thing I do know is that he is a decent footballer and he has got a high ceiling if he gets his head down and works hard and gets properly coached. And is Arteta the coach to do that? Does he want to do that? I don't know. But for Lacazette and for Guendouzi, we could probably get about 80 million quid. Maybe 70, 75, 80. That's a lot of money to go and spend on 2 players to replace them that could potentially be levels better than them. So I don't know. I'm not going to cry if they both leave. And as long as we go and spend the money on something that's going to make us as a team, as a football club, go forward, I'm more than happy to sell any of these players, including Aubameyang. Yes, we'd struggle to get goals, but it depends who you bring in, doesn't it? And if it makes the team better, then why not? Liverpool done it with their assets, Suarez, Sterling and Coutinho. So I know their fans were crying when they sold all 3 of them, but they're not crying now. They've won the title, are they? So there we go. Anyway, I've been waffling for 15 minutes, man. Smash the likes up if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new as well. We're not far off 38,000 subscribers. This has gone out rapid, seriously, gone out real quick. It's a quick thing right now. So yeah, man, let's get into some of these comments. Big up everybody who is watching on HOTMIC. I can see your comments as well. So make sure if you haven't downloaded HOTMIC, that you do it right now. The link is in the description for HOTMIC. Let me read out some of the comments on there real quick. So stacking up quick time. Let me go back to a few of these. Big up Jamie. Take Lacazette plus 30 million for Dybala. De Ligt and 40 million for Laka. Best outcome. I totally forgot about De Ligt, bro. That's a good point. Daniel says yes, 100%. Probably Rabiot, says Cole. Let's read a few more out on here and then we'll switch back to the YouTube. Can't rely on Nketiah as a second striker the whole season, says Shane. Well, we have got Martinelli. So hopefully you can get fit for next season. We're not getting top 4 next year at this rate. Chelsea are on a mad one, about to sign Havertz. And Man United are sick right now, says Esme. Esme, Sergio wants to hook up with you, babe. I'm not even joking. Sergio was banging on last night saying, Lee, hook me up with Esme on HOTMIC. So yeah, there you go. Where you from? What's your age? And slide into Sergio's DMs. Called it months ago. Sell Laka, play Abba down the middle, Saka left, Pepe right, and improve in midfield. Makes us instantly better, says Tom. Big up yourself. Long time no speak, says Joseph. Big up you, bro. I hope you're well, man. Let me come back to some of these guys. I'm not even joking. That's what he was saying on the watch along last night. Go back and check it out. Sergio was on it, man. He was on it. How many times did I mention Ogier from Celtic? AC Milan have reportedly put 20 million bidding for him after Arsenal signed Tierney from Celtic. They should know about this guy. Afternoon to you, Robbie. Hope you're well, buddy. And yeah, man, I agree, man. I agree. He's not a bad player. He's tall as well, and he's 6'5", 6'6". Spiro's loving life. Check Romano's tweets on Habit. I see it. Yeah, man. I told you. Listen, I told a lot of people on this channel when we were in lockdown, Chelsea are going to go for a title this season, and a lot of you were laughing at me. I think some of you have come around to seeing Chelsea are being serious, man. They're not playing. They've got Werner. They're getting Havertz. They've got Ziyech. Pulisic is doing well at the moment. They're obviously going to get Willian off the wage bill. They've got a decent midfield. Mason Mount's not a bad player at all. Kovacic is quality. You know, they've got the Kante, obviously. I think if Chelsea go and get another goalkeeper and bin that one off that you've got, and they go and get another left back, maybe Chilwell, maybe Tagliafico, I don't know, maybe Tellez, go and get Havertz, go and get a keeper, and go and get a left back. You're all on. You're on for a title. Real talk. Not when they signed Chilwell. The players Chelsea bought have hit the ground running, so there's no way they're competing with us. Have to hit the ground running, sorry, so there's no way to compete. Are you Arsenal? Are you Arsenal or Liverpool, bruv? I take it you're Liverpool. Fabrizio's also reporting Man United have opened contract talks with Pogba. He's done very well since we come back out of lockdown. Chelsea's defence is leaking goals. Definitely need a left back, that lot. 100% they need a left back. Personally, I'd keep Dani Ceballos either on another year loan or sign if he's under 30 million. I'm not convinced with Ceballos, man. Sometimes I see moments of class, like his ball through to Saka the other night. I mean, we've been banging on, well, I haven't, a lot of you have been banging on about a certain number 10 doing that. Yeah, if he'd done that the other night, they'd want the statue bill. You know, that was a quality ball with the outside of his boot, straight round the corner, inch perfect weight, straight to Saka. Man's breaking Johnny Evans' ankles and slipping it into Aubameyang. Now I want to see him do it again. Do that again against Tottenham. Yeah, then do it against Liverpool. Then do it against Villa, I think it is, and Watford. Do it consistently. Danny's been pretty good recently. Has he done enough to warrant being 30, 40 million quid? Probably not. I ain't seen enough of that guy this season in terms of quality to think that he's anywhere near worth 20 million, let alone 40 million. But there we go. Arsenal should go for Awar instead of Ceballos. B-Tech Isco, says Kieran. Yes, that is perfectly summed up, my friend. B-Tech Isco. Give him back Ceballos and just go and get Isco. Do you think Chelsea are going to sell Jorginho? I think they probably will. I think he'll end up back in Italy, mate. Ceballos is inconsistent, says Joseph. Chelsea need another centre-back. None of them are world-class. I agree. They're not world-class. They've got a better defence than us, though, prof. Let's read a couple more. AC Milan are trying to buy Sloboslai We've had all the names today. Schlobberschlei, a war. Who else is there? Let's get some more funky names in the chat. Why aren't we bidding for Schlobberschlei? Because we got Ozil, bro. I just don't think you understand. I just don't think you understand, my friend. Can't understand the love for Ceballos is so overrated. Exactly. Tomori and Zuma are good. I'd keep them. I think Rudiger's your best defender. Real talk. Rabiot is arrogant as well. Imagine him and Matteo in midfield. He is. Didn't he sack his mum? His mum was his agent. He sacked her. Dylan says he's fine with Lacazette going, very average, not world class at all. I agree. Arsenal need 2 centre-backs, a right-back, a CM and a DM, and a left winger. Yeah, we're pretty buggered, mate. I can't lie. I can't lie. Can you actually pronounce that name, though? Socrates Pastafylopoulos. I was close with that, wasn't I? I weren't far off with that. Yeah, he did. He sacked his mum, bruv. His mum was his agent. He sacked her. What's your thoughts on... I don't know who that is. Couldn't tell you. Ceballos has had 3 good games. He's okay, but easily replaceable. Could we swap him for Dybala? I think Dybala's a good footballer. He'd get smashed apart in this league. He's too small, man. He's too small. Big up Tokyo Guna. Hope you're well. Let's go for Douglas Costa, more flair. I'm convinced by him, bro. Seriously, that man's like 29, I think. And he's got all the skill. He's got all the gear and no idea, in my opinion. His output's crap. And that's in Italy. Imagine his output in the Premier League. Jesus Christ. Milik from Napoli. Ceballos is the same kind of player as Saul. If we buy Partey and keep Ceballos, that could be a good partnership. That's a fair point, to be fair. That's a fair point, to be fair. That is a good point, Cole. Very good point. So it says Chelsea need another centre-back. None. Well, I've read that already. Can't keep up, man. What am I doing? Why did you move to Spain? I get asked this all the time. I get asked this all the time, my friend. Why wouldn't I move to Spain? England's just full of ag. Yeah, everyone's just angry. I can see why they're all angry. The country's a dump. The weather's shit. And yeah, man, I've got a nice life over here. It's 30 degrees again today. I'm going to take a nice little walk to town in a minute. Get some bits for the apartment that I need. Come back and have some lunch. Chill by the pool for a bit. And get my tan on, man. Hence the golden child. My tan's coming on all right. I can't lie. I've only come back Sunday. I'm a little bit tanned already. Soon come. Big up Steve Guna on Twitch. He says go all out for Upper Meccano and Partey. Yeah, I'd take that. I'll take that, bruv. If Juventus want Lacazette, I guarantee Arteta will want Ramsey. Well, we're getting the band back together. Getting the band back together. Right, let's do 3 more comments and then we're bouncing. Bounce. Do smash the likes up. Do share the content. If you are watching on HOTMIC, bottom left of the app, press share. Whack it on a social media platform. I'd really appreciate that. It'll get the traction out there on that platform. And if you haven't downloaded it, do download it. Use my code as well. Love from Kenya, says Kirky Baby. Get Tarkowski. Yeah, he's a good centre-back. He's a very good centre-back. Do you rate Greenwood? I rated Greenwood anyway. But the way United fans go, and it's like it's the second coming of R9. It's like, really? He's a quality footballer. His goals the other day were superb as well, by the way. Second one especially. Yeah, because he was going away and around and he pinged it back across. That was a great goal. But he is a good player. I've said that all along. We should buy Malin Sarr on a free. Be a great back free on the left-hand side. He's not a bad player as well. He's not a bad player. Italian League is 18 years old. I must admit, brother, I've never heard of him. I can't lie. I thought that was one of them wind-up ones where I say the name and it comes out as something else. Prem Sai says, love from India. Isn't Ceballos into playing for Madrid? Bruv, Ceballos is into playing for Betis as well. He's into playing for anyone other than Arsenal. And I am going to end on a couple of comments. You guys will love this comment. Esme on the HOTMIC. I gave Sergio a follow on Insta to make him happy. Matchmaker over here, baby. Sergio, I got you, bruv. I got you. I'll look after you. How much will we get for Lacazette, says Afsar? Probably about 40 million, I'd imagine. 43, 44. If Aubameyang signs, maybe buying Edouard and sticking him with Aubameyang would be good for him, mentoring him. I agree. That Edouard's a quality player, Shane. Quality player. And I'm going to do one more. Let's do one more. Lee is a wingman G. Yes. Yes. We'll end up on that one. I'm going to get myself out of it. I will be back a little bit later on today at 5 o'clock UK time. 6 o'clock, I will be doing a members stream. So if you're on level 2 or level 3 memberships, the links for the memberships are in the description. I will be doing a members stream tonight at 6 o'clock. Make sure you come and check that out. Like I said, if you want to become a member, the links are down there. And 5 o'clock, I'll be back with another stream. Tonight, I'm doing a Man United watch along there away to Villa. So make sure you come and check that one out as well. But have a wicked day, whatever it is you're doing. And I'm out of it. Laters, peeps.